I want to share with you 6 different ways that I pay less for my materials and supplies that I put in each and every rehab that I do. Why? Because I care about you, right? I want you to make more money on each rehab, which is why you're watching Investor Army videos in the first place, which is why you're in the business of real estate in the first place, is to make more money. And if you can pay less for the materials that you're putting in your rehabs, but they're equal quality or better quality, you're making more money. So let's show you how to do this right now. Number 1 on the list, guys, is Craigslist, right? I had to talk about this, get it out of the way. Even though it's number 1 on the list, it's not the number 1 way to buy cheaper materials. Even though, yes, you can get a huge discount, pennies on the dollar, but many times the reason why you're paying for things that are pennies on the dollar is because that's what they're worth, right? They're broken, they're junk or trash. So over the years, we've used Craigslist for many different reasons. We buy houses off Craigslist, but you have to check them out very closely because the people that run on Craigslist are not so ethical. They don't really act with integrity, I guess you could say, right? So we bought a lot of refrigerators, a lot of washer and dryers that were broken, right? Or they were repaired just enough that they were gonna go out here shortly because the motor was basically burning out or whatever it is. They know that it's broken, they know it's junk, and they're selling it to you just trying to get it past the sale. Once they get your money and you exchange that money for that product and you drive off, guys, there is no return service off Craigslist. It's not like Lowe's or Home Depot where you can take it back. So just be careful, but yes, you can get some really good deals. Now, number 2, guys, let's talk about this one. Excess surplus orders. Now, in your area, you're gonna have stores, secondhand stores, surplus stores, places like Floor and Decor, different types of companies that provide different types of materials that we as rehabbers use in our properties, right? So usually we do this with flooring stores. So what happens is if someone goes and orders a bunch of flooring for their house and that flooring comes in, it was shipped in from a warehouse somewhere to that physical location that you're shopping at. If that purchaser does not go forward and buy those products, right? They either back out for some reason or they run out of money and can't buy it. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna pay for $500, $600, $700 or 700 pounds of flooring to get shipped back to the warehouse? No, it's way too expensive. Are they gonna set up a display in the aisle for this one house worth of tile or flooring that someone ordered? Of course not. It's not financially intelligent for them to do so. So what do? They discount it and put it at the front of the store. Now, if you get a good relationship with the individual working there and let them know, hey, I'm interested in certain types of materials, this, and this, as you point out, if anything comes in like this, let me know. You may get a $3 tile for $1.50 because they need to dump that off the books and just get it out of the store. It's taking space and it's just kind of a write-off for them. So make sure you understand that. Buy cheaper floors. By doing this, guys, it's gonna save you a lot of money over the years. Now, this is a really neat trick I wanna share with you. Not many people are gonna talk about this, not many people know you can do this, and this is something we stumbled on years ago. We get materials from high-end rehabbers in our market. So we do a lot of low-end rental properties, a lot of low-end owner finance properties, and the quality of the materials that we need to put in these don't need to be that high level. But what goes in a high-level income property or high-level rehab property? Nicer, higher level quality materials. So say someone bought a $400,000, $500,000 house and it's gonna put $100,000 into it and sell it for $800,000, that's a high-end property. And even though they paid $400,000 or $500,000 for the property, they're still gonna have to rehab it and pull out the old materials. Those cabinets in there may be super nice, the toilets, the bathtub, the light fixtures, they may all be super nice and way higher quality and grade than you need to go in your rental property, but they're still not nice enough to go into a brand new $800,000 rehab house because most people, they're shopping to buy a house in that price point, want a brand new house, right? So they're gonna have to throw away those old cabinets, throw away all those supplies and materials in that property. They're super nice, still in good condition, but they're gonna trash them. So we build relationships with these individuals and say, hey, look, if we come and get them out of the property to avoid you the labor costs of pulling it out, will you let us take this away? And many times they will. So for the cost of labor to pull these cabinets out and bring them to your property, you're saving that rehabber money. They were gonna throw it away anyways. And now you have high-grade cabinets or high-grade materials to put in your low-level properties. And it's a great way to get cheap materials, guys. Try it out. Number 4, seasonal displays. Now what happens with this is that if you're working with Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever store, I don't know where you're watching from right now, you're gonna have companies in your area that have, appliances, cabinets, granite, whatever it is on display, right? But every seasonal display changes. They have new materials coming in, new updated, the new 2018 version coming in. So what are they gonna do with the old 2017 version? They're gonna sell those display cabinets at a massive discount. We've literally got cabinets at 20 cents on the dollar. That means if you're gonna pay $5,000 for supplies, you're getting them for $1,000. That's a pretty big savings. $4,000 is enough to take your family on vacation. So when you go on vacation, send me a postcard from where you're at and say, thank you, Investor Army. I'll put it up on the website. So guys, You can go in and say, hey, look, talk to the individuals working there. When is the next display update? We want to come in and buy these old displays at pennies on the dollar, and we may buy all of them, right? So it's a great way to get cheaper supplies. Now, employee relationships. We want to build relationships with the stores that we frequently visit to buy our supplies and materials. So say you're going to Lowe's and Home Depot all the time. You want to go meet that person that's the main person that works the floor in the appliance section, in the cabinet section, in the flooring section, right? So what's going to happen is this. Many times someone ordered a refrigerator or they ordered a dishwasher or some type of appliance and it gets delivered to the property, but when it does and they open it up, it's got a little ding in the corner or some small little a bit of damage that person that bought the product doesn't want. And so it gets sent back to the store, right? When it gets sent back, it may be a brand new $1,500 refrigerator with a teeny little dent in the corner that's not going to affect anything, that would be great to go on your rental property or one of your owner finance properties, and you can buy that at a discount. So we want to talk to these individuals working the floor and say, hey, look, let us know when these types of appliances come in. If I come in and I buy it, I'll give you a $50 to $100 referral fee. These people work hard, and $50 to $100 will make their week to give it to them. And so they'll call you when these materials come in or these appliances come in. And yes, we've gotten things at 30, 40 cents on the dollar that basically were perfect, fine condition. And when you put it in a rental property, guys, a little ding in the corner of a $1,500 refrigerator, that tenant is going to love you compared to a cheap, junky little old white refrigerator, right? So guys, try to use that strategy. Now, the last one I want to give you guys is the holiday bulk buy, right? So when the holidays come about, these big stores have sales. Sometimes they're 30 to 40% off. Now, this is going to require that you have a place to store these and have a little bit more cash on hand. So this isn't going to be for everybody, but say you're going to buy 10 rental properties this year, or 20, or 30. Why not go buy them all at once and put them in a storage unit, or if you have a place to put them at one of your other properties, an external building, go buy them all. Because if you were going to pay $1,000 for a refrigerator and you can get it for $600 at this point, why buy one now because you only need one now, and then a few months later buy another one, and pay $400 more per refrigerator? It doesn't make sense. So what we'll do is we'll go buy however many we think we're going to need for the year, and we'll buy them all at a discount. Also, if you're working with a smaller store where you know that business owner, ask them for a further discount if you buy in bulk. Say, I know I'm already getting 40% off, but what if I bought 15 of these from you today? Would you give me an even bigger discount? A lot of times they're gonna take off another 5 to 20% we've even seen. So guys, go ahead and buy in bulk if you can. Why buy them throughout the year and pay the extra $400? Because if you're buying 10 times 400 is $4,000. Right now, my market costs me about $3,000 to generate a lead, depending on what type of marketing I'm gonna do. But our average flip's about $30,000. So that can save you literally over $30,000 if you look at it the right way. So I hope that helps, guys. Craigslist and classified sites, everybody knows it's risky, but yes, you can get good deals. Excess orders, a lot of times these companies or these businesses are going to put up in the front of the basically warehouse or display where you can get things at pennies on the dollar, brand new materials, brand new supplies. Make sure you're building relationships with rehabbers in your area that are doing a little bit higher end rehab, because you can pull out those old materials and supplies of other properties and bring them to your low end properties, and it's going to look really nice in your low end property. Seasonal updates, guys, they're gonna have to change the displays from time to time. Find out when they do this and try to buy those from those companies, because they're gonna drop them and discount them at pennies on the dollar. Also, build employee relationships wherever you go and ask them to let you know when damaged materials are coming back to the property. As long as they're not really damaged, but just have a small amount of damage that's not gonna affect anything, pay them a referral fee and enjoy the savings that they help you over the years. Guys, the last thing, buy bulk when holiday sales come up if you have the ability to do so. I hope you liked today's video. I hope you save money on your next rehab, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.